My wild hair doing its wild thing this morning. Never does what I want it to. That's okay, because, I told it a month or two ago that I could, express itself however it wanted to, and it does however it wants to. I don't have control over it at all. Anywho, let's talk red flags. Okay, so let's start not with the other person. We are going to start inward, okay? Because it's always really, really a smart idea to go inward before you ever agree to any decision, first. Second, when you go into a relationship, you're basically going into a contract, okay? And if you don't read the fine print, you could end up doing things that you don't want to do for like a long time. So go inward and start with yourself, okay? Ask yourself, am I whole? If you can not say yes, if you cannot say I feel good by myself, if you are not comfortable being alone, these are red flags, okay? So, you know me, I love to journal, and I love telling everybody to journal and writing process letters. So, let's do that. Let's start with a process letter. Dear me, this is what I think about you. These are my favorite things about you. These are the things I don't like about you. This is what makes me whole. This is my divine masculine power. This is my divine feminine power. This is my goal. This is my purpose. This is my mission. If you can truly write a letter to yourself, a love letter, and I mean sticky sweet love letter, like you never even wrote your best lover a love letter like this, like hair's driving me crazy. I wrote myself a love letter back in 2020, and I still have it. I do. It's in my important documents folder. I wrote it to myself the last time I was on the psych ward. And it wasn't like, it was like an assignment or something that I had to do for one of my groups. No, it was literally like me saying, I need to appreciate myself. And honestly, I honestly think that, we should do these like constantly, like all the time. I'm probably going to do one today because it sounds like a really great idea. But if you can't truly look at yourself and be satisfied with who you are, you have no business being in a relationship. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean it seriously. Because if you can't respect yourself, how are they going to respect you? Because no one can respect you any more than you respect yourself. Remember that. They ain't going to respect you more than you respect yourself. Because if you hold yourself at this level, you're going to attract people that are going to hold you at that level. If you're holding yourself up here, you ain't seeing anybody that's down here trying to, like, hey, look at me. You're like, ew. You don't treat me right. I don't want you in my life. Okay? Be picky. Be picky. 100%. So, I said in one of my past videos that I always have a rule, and I do, and I will always maintain this rule. If I am not in a relationship and you ask me out because you have the courage to ask me out, I will give you a chance. But I will analyze everything that's going on. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I will feel your energy. I will feel to see if your energy aligns with what you're saying. I will see if you are trying to drag out of me things, okay? Like, I will pay attention to everything you are doing because I am secure in myself. I know my worth. I know who I am. And allowing someone else into my life isn't necessarily a, like, I'm not shallow, so, like, at all. I don't believe in the depth of a person's looks. I believe in the depth of their soul, which is why one of the very first things I look at is the eyes. And the second thing I look at is the shoes. I'll be honest. Totally look at the shoes. If you don't take care of your shoes, that tells me something about you. Trust me, it never steered me wrong. 444. I promise you, it has never steered me wrong. Anytime a guy comes up to me with some janky ass shoes, like he has like, been wearing the same shoes for like 15, 20 years. if you don't take care of your looks, if you don't take care of your clothes, if you don't take care of your things, how are you going to take care of another person? And I don't say I need to be taken care of, but when you enter into a contract, a relationship with someone, you are agreeing to a give and take. It ain't my job to dress you. I have played that role before. I don't like that role. It ain't my job to dress you. It's your job to take care of yourself, just as much as it's my job to take care of myself. You don't want me walking around like looking like a bag of ass, right? I don't want to look like a bag of ass. Why would I want to be with someone who looks like a bag of ass? I don't. Take care of yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not loving yourself. And I'm not here to raise your self-esteem, just as much as you're not here to raise my self-esteem. Huge point there, guys. Again, if you have insecurities, it's not going to help your insecurities to be with someone who plays on your insecurities. Because if you're not respecting yourself, they're not going to respect you either. Right? So, fix yourself before you enter into a contract with someone else. And do not settle. You are worth so much more. If someone gives you the feeling of, that didn't feel quite right, don't fucking stay. Don't. Talk about it first. Always talk about it first. Make sure I have a rule. Rule of 3. Everything is the rule of 3. First time, I will tell you, that's a boundary. I don't like that. Second time, I will remind you of that boundary because, people have to learn. Third time, this is a pattern. I'm out. And I kicked myself in the ass because that third fucking strike was 4 years ago. I divert. If you have a rule, people do not let your boundaries be crossed. This is your self-respect. This is a promise to yourself. If you set a boundary and you let someone walk through that boundary and you let them walk through that boundary over and over and over again, you're not respecting yourself. You're not loving yourself. You're allowing someone else to be higher than you. There is no one higher than you. No one. You are all equal. Every single one of us is equal. If you allow someone to be better than you, you are lowering yourself. And if you are lowering yourself, you're not loving yourself. Love yourself. First and foremost. Okay? I know that you have been told your whole life that there is no one that you should love more than God. And that the only... And I say this all the time, there are 2 commandments: love God above all else and love your neighbor as you love yourself. See, that's it. Love the neighbor as you love yourself. Guess what? Because loving yourself is even more important. If you don't love yourself, how can you have a good relationship with God? How can you have a good relationship with anybody else? You can't, because you're so focused on everybody else loving you, because you can't love yourself. And if you can't love yourself, that's a huge red flag. Okay? So, let's set you aside. We've already talked about all of your red flags. If you cannot honestly say, these are my flaws and I appreciate them, you have to appreciate your flaws. Shadow work, people. Shadow work. Dive deep. Look at the things that you hate about yourself. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Okay. And remember, love's acceptance. Redefine that. Love is acceptance. So accepting your flaws as a part of you, knowing when there is something that needs to change. We do not just accept everything as in I'm going to accept all of my bad habits, lying to people. That's not an okay habit to have, right? If you have that habit and you know it's something you need to change, then change it. Don't just allow it. But love it till you change it. Okay? Now, let's talk about the red flags on the opposite side. The person you're entering into the contract with. Okay? If you have any inkling of jealousy, whether it be on your side or their side, there's a huge problem. My great-grandma used to say, there's 3 things you need in a relationship: love, trust, and communication. And I 100% agree with this. Remember, love is acceptance. Trust. What does trust mean? It doesn't mean blindly listening and allowing them to lie to you or cheat on you or whatever. It does not mean blind faith. It means having an actual trust relationship. Meaning you're not lying, they're not lying, ain't nobody cheating, ain't nobody running around, ain't nobody sneaking in on anybody's phone. Come on, stop that bullshit. Stop it. If you cannot be faithful to a person, leave. Ain't no reason to be with them. Why would you be with them? Because you're broken, because you're sad, because you're scared of being alone, or because you're a controller. One of the 4. Then you don't need to be in a relationship. You don't. And trust me, this is coming from a person, 1111, who has had way too many relationships. I have tried every single one out there, and broken every single one of them. I was broken every single one of them. This is why I'm telling you this, because I have come through this threshold and I have realized all of the problems that I had in every single one of my past relationships. And now I'm sharing it with you. And every single one of these red flags I have seen and I have walked right past without paying attention. Okay? And this is why I ended up in a total of 12 years of marriage between 3 husbands, where I was miserable the entire time. Okay? I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to have to go through this anymore. So I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you the key. And it's your choice, your free will to take that key and use it. Okay. Red flag number 2. If they, and we're gonna skip over the love thing, because if you don't love yourself, then and they don't love themselves, then it's the same thing. Okay, so if you can see that they don't love themselves, this is still a red flag, and it's connected to the same one as loving yourself. Okay, so you both have to love yourself. We ain't fixing. There is no such thing as he has potential. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's silly. Just wasting your time and getting yourself hurt. If they are not ready, let them go. I was talking to a friend about this the other day. If they are not ready, let them go. I know it's cliche as fuck. If they belong to you, if they are supposed to be with you, they will come back. If they don't, no skin off your back. You're a duck, and that's water. It goes right off. Okay? Now, number 3. I'm sorry, number 2. We didn't talk about number 2 yet. Okay, so number 2, controlling behaviors. These can be subtle. We talked about coercion recently. Coercion in a non-verbal way. Do not forget 1333. Do not forget that it doesn't have to be verbal coercion. If someone gives you the I'm bigger than you vibe, like I told you, I'm the big bad wolf, you're the little Red Riding Hood, grab your knife, show them, be like, come on, come at me, motherfucker. Let's go. You want to play? Protect your peace. Do not allow anyone to control you, because you are sovereign. Ain't nobody got nothing on you. Nobody. If somebody tries to control you, if somebody tells you you can or cannot do something, if someone says, I give you permission, oh, wow. Walk away from that one. Okay? I have always had a problem with that. Like, people asking permission in relationships. No, this is the way it should go. It's not a, hey, do you mind if I go and do this? Or is it all right if I go do this? No. Hey, I got these plans. Let me know if there's anything that, doesn't line up for you. 1444, okay? This is not a ask permission. This is a collaboration, okay? Hey, I got this thing that I'd like to do. You ain't got anything planned, right? Great. I'm going to go do it, okay? You are two independent individuals, two single solitary flicks inside of a flame. You don't have to be entangled. You can dance in and out of each other's lives independently or interdependently. I love interdependence, okay? So interdependently, so that you are living your own lives together and sharing it together, and never like this, it's a point of where neither of you can get away from each other. It is super important to have your own friends, your own hobbies, and then come together when the time is right, okay? You're not entangled. We are dancing together, okay? And when you dance together, you come together, you come apart, you come together, you come apart, you come together, and then you just, dance, okay? So, next red flag. We already talked about the trust thing. So the trust includes the walking and stepping out on people, okay? If there is any doubt in the relationship, and you are, like we already talked about, fully whole, if there is any doubt, like if you get around that person and they make you doubt yourself or doubt the things that you want to do or doubt anything in your life, if they make you question yourself, this is a problem. If somebody makes you feel like you're crazy, this is a huge problem. If somebody gaslights you, ginormous problem. Walk away. Walk away. No one deserves to be with you if they doubt anything about you. They don't deserve to be with you. Period. If they ever look at you with even the slightest bit of doubt in their eyes, they don't deserve to be with you because they don't trust you. They don't believe you. And if they don't trust you or believe you, or even worse, they make fun of something that it means a lot to you, walk away. Light a match, flick it behind you, you know I'm that way. I don't look back. That fucking rearview mirror is ripped off. There is no one in my past that is worth my time. They ruined that. They ruined that. And if they ruined it, I don't go back. I'm smarter than that. I'm way smarter than that. You can tell me all day long you changed. You blew it, motherfucker. No, thank you. Have that attitude because you're worth it. You're fucking worth it. Stop letting people walk all over you. Stand up. You've been through a whole lot of hell and you are still standing. Drop things that don't suit you anymore. Because guess what, baby? You can't walk into the future with one foot in the past. Stop letting that motherfucker drag you along. Stop it. Not good for you. One more red flag. And this one is kind of like more of an energy feeling, okay? So if you feel like you have a purpose or you have a mission and you want to follow that purpose or that mission, and that person is not aligned with your mission, it's not your job to get them to be aligned with your mission. It is not your job to help someone heal. It is not your job to be aligned with anyone except for yourself and your higher power. That's it, okay? If someone doesn't align with you, you don't have to keep walking with them. I know some of these situations can be difficult and they can be delicate and they can be a problem because there's children involved or there is a financial burden that there's just a problem. Oh man, I tell you what, again, like I said in my other video, I'm not telling you to do what I did and walk the fuck away from everything and everyone, but sometimes you gotta. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop it here. I think it's been long enough. Have a wonderful day. I love you, and I pray for your healing. I pray for your wholeness, And I pray for you to join your mission. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.